Just thinking in terms of religion, um, I had a really, I've got, well, I've got one of these favorite explanations. It totally makes atheists laugh and tears Christians' brains apart. Normally, it's because it's so ridiculous. Well, I'll start. Well, well, for a start, let's start with Earth's history. Now, if you stretch your right arm out, right, from your shoulder right up to your fingertips, and call that Earth's history, I mean that's from right at the beginning where the planet formated right up to now. So that's your timeline, and you go to your elbow, and that's when the dinosaurs ruled this world. I mean, they ruled it right up to your wrist, all that time, right? And the humans, they came along somewhere. If you go along all the way down your hand and you go right up to your fingertips, right up to the edge of your fingernail, right? Now you get a nail file out, just a nail file, and you brush over your fingernail, just like that. And that dust that drops down, right, is the entire human history. And that's just to put things into perspective about times. And I don't know, Christians believing in that humans are 4,000 years, have cropped up about 4,000 years ago, and that I don't know that God put dinosaur bones into the ground to test your faith and that kind of shit. I mean, that's just a time scale. Now, okay, so that brush of fingertips is the equivalent of around about, well, scientists like to say, you got extreme scientists say like 200,000 years, and you got others that want to play it safe and say 100,000 years. Basically, because we have got problems in proving dates because the stuff is so fucking old, and the methods, right, of actually dating bones and fossils and so are not always 100%, but we're getting better. And we're not always finding that what we want to find. Doesn't mean to say that that we're not finding stuff. We're finding it, but we've got problems of dating the stuff sometimes. Well, now to get back to that again. So you got human nature. You got the timeline of humans. 200,000 years. Let's take the extreme, or say 100,000 years, and I mean, they used to live in the early days around about, I don't know, 20, 25 years, and they used to die of bacteria and childbirth, and generations grew and grew, and we spread out, and it went on and on and on and on, all through our history, for, say, around about 98,000 years. Now, after 98,000 years, suddenly, this God pops up and says, my God, what have I done here? I've got to somehow intervene in this, right? So he sends a couple of lightning bolts down, and we get our 10 commandments, right? And he intervenes. He intervenes into such a state that he actually sends down his own son to get nailed to a fucking cross, so everybody can write a book about it, their fairy tales about it, and then there's nothing ever to be seen of him again for over 2,000 years. I mean, how fucking ridiculous does that sound? How can anybody with a sane brain actually believe in that kind of shit? I mean, honestly. What can I say? What can I say? Hello.